Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of Fred's Healthy Cooking Kitchen. Today we're going to make a breakfast burrito or a breakfast wrap, however you want to call it. We're going to be using 2 eggs, a little bit of ground turkey loaf that we made earlier this week. See the video about how to make that. We're going to mince up some onions and saute them all in a pan. Make a nice little fresh sauce out of some no-fat yogurt with some chili powder and some red hot sauce. I'm using Frank's Red Hot because hey, it's what I had in the kitchen. You can also put on some tomatoes. You can use salsa. If you don't have to worry too much about your fat intake and you're pretty healthy as it is, you can even top it off with a little bit of cheddar cheese. Since I'm doing this healthy-wise, I'm going to be using clean and healthy products. The only thing that's going to be high in calories is the tortilla itself. That's 200 calories. So anyway, here we go. We usually don't measure out too many things, but today we're going to use a soup spoon. We're going to take 2 soup spoons full of non-fat yogurt. We're going to sprinkle in some chili powder and a couple of drops of, I've got some Frank's Red Hot. You can use any type of hot sauce you want, Crystal, whatever you can find in the grocery store. We're on a budget, so let's try to keep it cheap. Here's the 2 soup spoons, 2 soup spoons full of yogurt, non-fat, with a little bit of chili powder and 5 drops of Frank's hot sauce. We're going to go mix it up, and I'll show you with a nice kind of pinkish, reddish sauce. We're going to set that aside, and we're going to go ahead and chop up a little bit of onion and some of our turkey loaf and get that in our little pan, and then we'll scramble up some eggs. So we've minced up our onion. We have a little bit of turkey loaf that we've chopped up and crumbled up really fine. We're going to put some olive oil in our pan, about 2 tablespoons worth. And we're going to go ahead and saute these up until till the onions are kind of soft. Always remember, folks, if you're using a Teflon or synthetic coated pan, do not use it on high heat because the polymers will leach into your food. There's a whole big movie about that in the area where they made this stuff. I suggest you look for it on YouTube. It's very interesting. So anyway, we're going to let our oil come up to temperature. When it spreads around the pan like it's water, you know it's ready. Okay, it's almost there. You can see it's sort of rippling. That's a good sign that the oil is heating up. See, we got the oil going. We've got the onion in there. We've got our nice little crackling sound and hissing sound of the onion cooking up. We're going to go ahead and stir this up a little bit and distribute it so that everything gets cooked at the same rate. Got our stuff mixed together, and we got it on medium heat. We're going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. We're going to take 2 eggs, and we're going to crack them into a bowl and mix them up. So they're scrambled, and then we're going to pour it over top of this, and we're going to kind of make like a scrambled egg out of it, scrambled egg mix. Eggs are in our bowl. We're going to go ahead and scramble them up with a fork. You can use a whisk or whatever you have. If you don't have a whisk and you have a little fork, you can go ahead and beat them together. We're going to go over here, and we're going to stir this up a little bit. You see how the turkey meat's getting kind of nice and crunchy a little bit. You want that in your burrito. A little bit something to chew into while you're enjoying your breakfast. We went ahead and put our egg mixture in there, and we have everything cooking up. It's okay to stir it up a little bit, or you can leave it like this and try to make an omelet out of it. You can even make a frittata out of it if you want to, but it's pretty easy stuff. Meantime, if you like tomatoes with your eggs, or as an accompaniment to your burritos or breakfast wraps, we're going to go ahead and slice up a little bit of a tomato and have that ready for when it comes out of the pan. So we've diced up a little bit of tomato. We have our tortilla wrap. I would normally use whole grain, and I suggest that everybody else do this. But my son left these for me in the kitchen when he moved out. So we're going to put them to good use today. Remember, we're on a budget, so you use what you have. If you can't find whole grain, use one of these. One of these tortillas is 200 calories, which is kind of high, but the rest of our food, the tomatoes, the eggs, the turkey loaf, and the onion are not very high in calories at all, and they're actually healthy. We put our tomatoes on our tortilla wrap, and we put our eggs on top of the tomatoes. We're going to go ahead and apply a little bit of our sauce, which is very negligible in calories also. Okay, and there you have your sauce applied. We're going to go ahead and try to wrap this up, and we'll wrap up this video shortly. Folks, and there we have it. We have our health hearty breakfast. It is a very large apple. I got it from a local orchard. And our egg wrap. Well, egg burrito, breakfast burrito, whatever you want to call it. Remember, folks, play with your food. Everything is up to grabs. If you want to add a little bit of sugar-free ketchup on it too, you can do that if you like ketchup with your eggs, and you can put salsa on there if you want. Just the sky's the limit. And if you have avocado, you can slip some avocado in there. Might be good. All right, folks. Remember, life's a journey, not a destination. Give to your local food bank, and may God bless you all in this season that we're celebrating in kind of a new way.